I hate doing intros. I feel like such a twat. Because like I'm explaining what the video is, but you clearly already know because you clicked on the video, you know what I mean? Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be filming a best and worst from Clarins. So Clarins is a brand that I have actually worked for in the past for 2 years, so I kind of know a lot about the products. I have a good insight to like which ones are really good and which ones aren't so good. Obviously Clarins is a more high-end expensive brand, so the products aren't the cheapest, so I thought this video would be quite nice for anyone who's interested in Clarins, wanting to know sort of what products are actually worth your money and what products you can save on and then just buy like cheaper versions or go to different brands. Obviously if you didn't already know, Clarins are like one of the biggest skincare companies I would say in the world. I don't know if that's correct, like I don't know if it's in the world, but they're definitely the #1 skincare company in the UK. So they are seen as being very good. A lot of people do sort of see Clarins as being more of an older person's skincare company, but it actually isn't. It is sort of targeted at all ages. So I do have a fair amount of products from Clarins. I've probably tried like every single product that they do, so I'm not going to be showing like every single product that I have in this video because it would probably be like an hour long. But if you are sort of interested in this type of video and you do want to see more of the Clarins products that I have and what I think of them, then let me know because I can film a part 2. I've just kind of picked the very best that I have and then the kind of very worst. But if you wanted to see another sort of addition to this video, then let me know and then I can definitely film that for you. So also just a little quick side note, a lot of people have been saying that my videos are too zoomed in, so like you can just see my face. I managed to sort of figure out a way of zooming it out so you can see like more of my body. So I didn't know how to do that before, and it was like literally like you could see like this much of my face, which is perfect for like makeup videos anyway, but obviously for like videos like this it wasn't so good. So yeah, I've sorted that out. We're zoomed out, you can see more of me. So yeah, so as I said, I do have quite a lot of products to go through. So I'm not going to be doing like really in-depth reviews on every single one, but I'm just going to be sort of showing you which ones are the best and worst. I'm going to leave the worst ones till the end, and then I'm going to start off with the kind of best ones from Clarins, in my personal opinion. Obviously, everyone has different skin, everyone has different preferences on products, so what I love and what I hate might be completely different to what you love and what you hate. I know that I've got a few products in here in my worst pile that some of my best friends that work for Clarins or use Clarins absolutely love. So it completely depends on your preference, your skin type, all of that stuff. But this is just my personal opinion, and in case you didn't know, my skin is normal to dry. So I do get very dehydrated skin, but I don't really have oily skin. So if your skin is oily, then this video is probably not for you. That was like the longest intro ever, and I do have quite a lot of products, so I'm just going to jump straight into it now. So I'm actually going to start off with makeup because I don't really have a lot of makeup items in my best pile. Because makeup isn't really a strong point for Clarins. They are more of a skincare brand, just throwing that out there. So I'm going to start off with the couple of makeup items that I have, and then I'm going to move on to skincare. So my first favourite is a little bit of a controversial one because I personally really love it. It's actually the Skin Detox Food, which is the BB cream from Clarins. I really like this as a foundation. It is more sort of medium coverage for me, so although it says BB cream, it is more of a foundation type of product for me anyway. But I personally really love the texture of this. It gives you a really sort of like natural but dewy finish on the skin, and I really like it. The only problem with this is that the colour range is shite. Like they literally have 3 colours, and if you're pale and pasty like me, then it's perfect because 00 is quite a good colour for if you're sort of my skin tone. I do also have 01, which I use when I'm more tanned, and I do sort of mix the two together if I'm somewhere in between, but the colour range is poo. So I love the product. I actually have like 2 backups of it as well, but the only problem with this is the colour range. So it's kind of like, this one is kind of like in the middle, like it's best and worst because the colour ranges are awful, but the actual product, if you can find your colour in it, is, I personally think, is amazing. Next favourite, oh, I've picked up the wrong one, damn. Okay, we're going to pretend that this is the Super Volume Mascara from Clarins. This is actually the Wonder Perfect, which isn't one of my favourites. I don't personally like this mascara. It's very natural. It just gives you sort of like natural lashes, which I'm not about that life. If you're going to put mascara on, you want your lashes to look big, volumized, dramatic. You're not going to want them to look natural, otherwise why put mascara on? But basically the Super Volume Mascara is the best one. It's one of my personal favourite all-time mascaras. That didn't make sense. It's one of my personal favourites for sort of like all-time. I can't speak today. Why can't I speak? It's basically one of my all-time favourite mascaras, let alone just from Clarins, but in general, I really, sorry, I'm gonna burp. Pardon me. It's one of my favourites all round. It's really cloudy today as well. Sorry if the lighting is really shit, because there's literally like no sun. I don't know where the sun's gone. So final makeup item from Clarins, it is my favourite. In one of my favourites is the Instant Concealer. So mine all have these like little stickers on, because I basically used to get like sent these for free from Clarins. If you work for Clarins, you get a really good allocation every 3 months. You get to choose basically 16 products of your choice and they send them to you free. So that's why it's got this sticker on it. But this is in the shade 01, and this is a really good concealer, again, for just like every day. I use this under my eyes quite a lot, but again, the colour range is not good. I think again it only comes in 4 colours, this one. So I mean, it's a really good product if you can find your colour in it, but the shade ranges with Clarins are not that good. But the actual product, if you can find your colour, is really good. And this is kind of like a medium to full coverage concealer. It doesn't really crease on me if I use a powder over the top of it. And also the tube is massive and you literally need the tiniest bit of this. So I find that I get such a long time sort of use out of this. It really does last me a really long time. Right, so moving on to skincare, I'm going to start with sort of moisturisers. Obviously, I mean, I'm only 20, so I don't really use anything sort of anti-aging just yet, just because I don't really find that I need to. I probably will start using anti-aging products when I get to about 25-30. But the moisturisers that I really love from Clarins are the Hydra-Essential sort of range. They do a few different textures in these now. So this one here is the lotion, which is really good for normal to combination skin. So this one is obviously, because it's the lotion, it's lighter on the skin. It's kind of like a thin consistency. And this one has got SPF 15. So I really like this for sort of everyday underneath makeup. It works really well for me. And it's got SPF 15, so you've got a little bit of SPF in there as well. And yeah, this is just a really good all-round moisturiser just for hydration. As I said, I do suffer with quite dehydrated, sometimes dry skin, so because this is the Hydra-Essential range, this is really nourishing for me. And then quite often I like to use the kind of cream version of that. I do use this in the day as well, but mostly at night, because this one is, oh, I'm nearly running out, but this one is a little bit thicker, so I personally prefer to use this one in the evening and then that one during the day. And this one also doesn't have any SPF in it. You can get it with SPF, but I choose to not get it with SPF so I can use it at night. So yeah, as a moisturisers, these are really good. They are quite pricey, it's £36 each, but you do get 50 mils in each. So if you're looking for more of a, you know, higher, I mean, that's not even that expensive, because let's be honest, like if you go to like even like Charlotte Tilbury, like my magic cream is £70, so that's not even £36. And now I'm thinking about it, it's not even expensive. But yeah, it's a really good all-round moisturiser. So if you're looking for a new one that's just going to give you sort of good hydration, then this is lovely. This is one of my favourite products ever from Clarins. Like, just, oh, I love this product so much. I have 2 backups of this. This is the Gentle Exfoliator Brightening Toner, and this is kind of like Pixie Glow Tonic kind of vibes. Like, it's just basically an exfoliating toner, a liquid chemical exfoliator. You only use this one sort of once or twice a week. I did feature this in my sort of skincare routine, facial routine video as well, which I'll link in the description box if you're interested in watching that. It's where I just basically show you like my full skincare routine on a daily basis. But I do love using this once or twice a week. It's really good for just making your skin look lovely and bright, and also just like exfoliated. So yeah, definitely recommend getting this one. This is £26 for 125 ml. So yeah, It's really, really lovely, this one, and it doesn't burn your face either. Next, for exfoliator, I do really, really like this one, but I do prefer the exfoliating toner, but this is still definitely my favourite. This is the Gentle Refiner, and this is actually a professional size one because I got this as a sign out, so you can't buy it in this size, but obviously it's still the same product. So this is a BD exfoliator. So if you're that person that kind of likes more grainy manual exfoliators, then this one is really, really lovely. Also got natural micro beads in there. So when I used to work for Clarins, a lot of people would come to the counter and be like, oh, I don't want to buy that because them little beads sit on the ocean floor and they kill the fish. And yeah, obviously I know that, like, that is like, I don't want that to happen. Like, I want that to stop. Obviously I care about the fish, do you know what I mean? But Clarins is an all natural brand, so these do decompose, so they don't sit on the sea floor. So if anyone is worried about the fish, then don't be, because this little guy decomposes. Next favourite, I feel like how long have I been filming for? Oh, only 13 minutes, that's not bad. Next favourite is the Gentle Foaming Cleanser. This is one for normal to combination skin, and this is with cottonseed. This is obviously a small little travel size because I ran out of my large one, but this cleanser I have had time and time again. I've probably gone through about 4 of the big ones, probably like 7 of the little ones. Like, I literally love this cleanser so much. If you have a Clarisonic or a facial brush, the cleansing ones, this works amazingly on those, and if you don't, then it just works really nicely if you massage it into the skin, and it removes makeup. It's really good for the morning as well if you don't want to use it to remove makeup, but it's just a really, really good cleanser. And a lot of foaming cleansers dry out the skin, and this one actually doesn't. So it does come in different sort of texture, so if you've got oily skin and dry skin, but I personally prefer the one for normal to combination skin. And yeah, just let the plane go over. I don't know if the camera picks up the planes in my videos, but they are really loud, so I'm gonna let that fly over. But yeah, this is a really good all-round cleanser just for every single day. I take this travelling with me. You need the tiniest little bit, sort of foam it up with water, and yeah, as I said, it doesn't dry out the skin, so I really, really love this one. One of my other sort of like favourite products from Clarins would have to be the Blue Orchid oil. This is a overnight facial oil for dehydrated skin. I actually need to get a new one. I think mine's gone off because this is usually bright yellow and mine is literally clear. So I think it's done. But I really, really like this for sort of using once or twice a week. Recently I haven't really been using it because I've been really lazy with my skin. I've gone through a bit of a phase where I just can't be arsed. But I'm trying to get, like, this is why I'm making this video, I'm trying to get more into it again, because when I used to work for Clarins, I was so good, and now, I don't know, I've kind of just like, I've always had really good skin anyway, so for me, like, if I do or I don't, and this kind of doesn't really make a difference. But I mean, yeah, I'm trying to get more into using this again, but usually, like, you would use this once or twice a week. You just pop it on the skin mixed in with your night cream or just on its own, and it smells incredible. Like, go and smell this if you haven't smelled this already. It literally smells like so nice. It's like a spa, and it helps you sleep as well because you smell it, and it just really sort of like relaxes you, helps you sleep. And this will just do really, really well if you have more dehydrated skin like myself. I usually use this more in the winter. In the summer I don't find that I need it as much, but in the winter I really, really like this. Next favourite is the new eye cream that they've brought out recently. Well, it's not that recent, it's about 8 months ago now, but you know, this is the multi-active eye cream, and I really, really like this eye cream. It's got the sort of metal applicator. It's not a rollable, but you squeeze it out of the little thing there, and then you kind of like massage it in underneath the eyes. But this is really, really good for bags, I find, because I get really, really bad bags under my eyes and dark circles, and this just really, really helps, especially because of the metal applicator, to just sort of like cool your bags and really sort of make them lovely and clear again. And this is also, because it's the multi-active range, it's also got a little bit of anti-aging qualities in there as well, so it's good for sort of preventing fine lines and wrinkles and things like that. So I really like using this. Again, I've been really lazy with it and haven't used it for a while, but when I can remember to use it, I always see a difference in the way like my eyes feel and look, and also how my concealer applies. So yeah, definitely recommend that if you're looking for a new eye cream. And then my last favourite, obviously I definitely definitely have more, but I'm not going to show you every single Clarins product that I own because I own so many. But yeah, the next one is the Tonic Body Balm. This is a body moisturiser with essential oils, and the reason why I love this is because it smells so good. I don't know, it takes me back to when I first started working for Clarins, and like, you know, like when you smell a smell and it takes you back to a certain time. It was like a really nice time in your life, and I was just like so excited to start working for them, and I was on my training with all the girls. Oh, it just takes me back to that time. So I love the smell of this. I mean, it smells good to everyone, not just because the smell takes me back. It smells like a spa. Tonic is an actual range from Clarins, so you can get the body polisher. Oh my god, the body polisher. I forgot to put that in there. That's in my bathroom. The body polisher is incredible. Okay, I'll put a picture if I can. I don't know how to do that, so maybe not. But I'll try and put a picture on the screen of the Tonic body polisher, which is incredible if you're looking for a new exfoliator for your body. That one is incredible. But this is the matching body cream. They also do a bath and shower gel, which is kind of like so-so. But this is amazing for just general sort of hydration. I use this before and after I tan as well, because it helps my tan last a little bit longer, I find. But yeah, really, really love this one. It comes in a massive 200ml bottle, so it takes me ages to go through one of these. But yeah, really, really love this one. Right, now on to my worst products for Clarins. So I just want to quickly point out that these products aren't necessarily like bad, they just don't really work that well for me, and I just find that they don't really do much for me. Like, usually if I find a product bad on my skin, it's usually just because I can't see it doing anything. I've never really had a product that, I mean, there is only one product that I've sort of included in here that has actually sort of like affected my skin in a bad way, which I don't actually have with me because I gave it to one of my friends who really, really likes it. I'll try and put a picture on the screen here if I can do that. I don't know how to do it, but I'll try. It is the One Step Gentle Exfoliating Cleanser, which is like the orange. It's got little micro beads in there, but it's gentle enough to use kind of like more often than a usual exfoliator. That one for me, I can't use it. It breaks me out. Nothing ever breaks me out, but that does. Like, it literally gives me spots, and I don't know why. Like, I know so many people that love that product. Like, one of my best friends, I gave like the ones that I had, because I had a couple little travel sizes and then a big one. I gave them to her because I just can't deal with it, but she absolutely loves it. So it is so weird. Maybe it's just my skin, but I can't use that one. That is definitely like one of my worst products from Clarins. I just feel like it breaks me out. I don't know what it is. But yeah, definitely wouldn't recommend that one if you've got more normal to dehydrated skin, because that's what my skin type is, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. Oh, I need to breathe. I forget to breathe doing videos. Next product in my kind of worst pile is the Detox Booster. So Clarins do 3 of different types of boosters. So what they basically are is concentrated liquids that you mix in with your day or night cream, and they boost the effects of your cream in sort of like whatever they are supposed to do. So there's repair, energy, and this one is the detox. This one is supposed to be really good for like blackheads, breakouts, congestion, kind of like basically like detoxifies the skin, but I personally find that it doesn't do anything for me. Maybe because I don't really suffer from that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm not really the best person because I don't really get like most of this stuff that this stuff targets, but I know a lot of people that have tried this and said the same thing. It doesn't really do much, and it's £30 for this little tiny pot. I mean, you don't need to use a lot of it per use. You only use like 3 to 5 drops, but still it's quite expensive considering it doesn't really do anything. I do go through periods where my skin can feel quite congested, and when I've used this, I haven't found that it's made any difference to my skin. I'd much prefer to use the exfoliating toner or the refiner. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend that. It's just a little bit expensive for what it is. Next kind of worst product, this actually got sent to me just before I left working for Clarins. So this one is a really new one that's come out. It's the Hydra-Essential eye mask. Oh, it's hair. I used this and I just found that, again, it just didn't really do anything for me. I mean, it wasn't necessarily bad. I didn't find that it made my eyes worse than what they already are, but I just found that it wasn't really that great. Like, I don't know. This is supposed to be for someone who suffers with more like dry eyes. I suffer with more like bags and dark circles, and I don't think this treats bags and dark circles at all. It's more for dryness under the eyes. So I guess if you have really dry eyes, this would be nice, but for me, I don't have that, so I just don't really find that it would be worth the money. I think it's £29 this one as well, so it's quite a lot of money. I just find that it's kind of like one of those products where you might as well just use an eye cream and it'll probably just do exactly the same thing. And yeah, I find that eye creams do a lot more than this did, so I wouldn't really recommend this. My next product from the worst pile is again an eye product. This is the eye contour gel. I have actually nearly finished this, but only because I'm just trying to use it up so I can get rid of it, because again I just find that it doesn't do anything. Like, it's supposed to target puffiness and dark circles, which is exactly what I have, but I find that I put it on and it just literally does nothing. Like the multi-active one absolutely does do what it says on the tin, but this one just doesn't. I find that it's just a little bit like meh. Like, I could kind of find like a cheaper version of this. This is £29. Or actually no, I think it's gone up now. I think it's gone up to like 31. Yeah, because I can remember all the customers complaining about that. But yeah, this is just a kind of like so-so product. Wouldn't really recommend it, just because you could probably find one from Boots that, you know, is better and cheaper as well. And then my last product is again a newer one from Clarins, and this is the SOS Comfort Mask. This is a nourishing balm mask, and it says it's got wild mango butter, and this is basically for someone with a really dry skin. And I did go through a bit of a phase in the winter when my skin was really sort of peeling around my nose and it was really dry, and actually using this again, it didn't really do anything for me. I found that my blue orchid oil and just my normal moisturiser did, like, you know, so much better than what this did. Like, I just found that again this just did kind of nothing for me. It was just kind of a little bit of a, I don't know, I used it and I didn't really see any difference, so I just feel like, why are you gonna spend 30 quid on a product that's not gonna make any difference? And I have tried masks before that are for hydration that I felt like really did hydrate my skin, whereas this one I just kind of washed it off and I just felt like it was a bit like meh, you know? Right, so that is literally everything from my best and worst of Clarins. So as I said, please do let me know if you want to see like a part 2 of this video, because I do have so many more Clarins products, but I just didn't include them because, as I said, we'd be here for ages. So yeah, that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If you did, then please give it a like and also subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it if you could do that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.